If you have problematic skin, meaning maybe you're not sleeping well, or your lifestyle isn't what it should be, you're having disruptions on the skin, maybe you're having more breakouts than usual, maybe you're having a hard time with a part of your skin healing, maybe the chronic dryness is adding to those issues, maybe it's causing hyperpigmentation on top of it all, leaving you with these post-inflammatory marks, etc. If any of this applies to you, my friend, this is going to be tailored for you to help you solve those issues. Welcome back. My name is Jentri and I help women over 40 restore their skin. Real quick, if you like this type of information, make sure and like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me, and set that notification bell. The very first product that I want to mention, it's something that's had a little bit more virality lately, and it's been around for a very long time, but people are just now catching on and it's sort of trending. A lot of dermatologists are talking about it, and for good reason. That's because it helps you heal your skin, and lots of folks are saying that it's helping them in many ways. Now, me personally, I love to use this product whenever I have situations going on my skin that seem like they need a little bit of help when it comes to expediting the healing process. Mostly because, I am like so many of you, not being able to sleep really great through the night, or at least needing some sleep aids to assist me with that. And of course, whenever we're not sleeping well, it affects so many other areas of our lives. It can affect even things like weight. It can affect the skin and the way it communicates with us to let us know, hey, this isn't what it should be, but you know what? Life happens. So if this happens to you too, the question is, what can we do about it? This first product that I'm talking about is called hypochlorous. I always have to say it slow, hypochlorous. Now, I like to use it right when I get out of the shower or the bath, before you dive into your full skincare routine, right? You want it to have that direct contact with the skin wherever you have those problem areas. So this is my number one today when it comes to our problem solving skincare products. A bit unconventional, but I think that having this on hand could be a great ally. Next up is one of my absolute new favorites. Now, I mentioned this in a previous video because I was talking about all of the products I had been gifted, and I had only used it for a couple of weeks at that time. Now I've been using it consecutively for the past month, and I cannot say enough good things about this Banish Fighter Gel. It has healing ingredients in it like aloe and arnica. Those two are two of my absolute faves. And I have relatively sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, but you are suffering from acne breakouts or maybe some eczema, any type of skin flare up, then this gel is just absolutely, it's at the top of the list. Light on the skin, it has those humectants, so it helps hydrate the skin and it doesn't interfere with other products. You can go ahead and put a hydrating moisturizer on top of it, whatever your regular skincare routine is, and it just helps calm the skin really nicely. But I needed to give this a special mention. While this is definitely one of my faves right now, this is one that I always have for myself and my back bar here in my spa. It's called Rapid Relief Acne Sulfur Mask. Murad sends me a lot of products. Whenever I worked at a spa in Boulder, I became very familiar with this brand because they used it in the spa that I worked in. So I've been acquainted with this line for a very long time. I think it's very good quality. The thing I really like about this mask is, unlike other sulfur masks that I've used in the past, this one also contains 2% salicylic acid, which I think can be really helpful whenever you are trying to dry out a little spot that needs to be healed a little bit quicker. Also, if you have sensitive skin, I have a client that has probably one of the most sensitive skin types that I've treated, and she is able to use this product successfully. That's just a little FYI. So, not medical advice, but my friend, I think this can be a really awesome product if you're trying to soothe your skin, help calm your skin. You can even leave it on overnight. Now, if you are over 40 and beyond, like myself, I'm in my late 40s, and you are having trouble with chronic dryness, maybe you are using actives that you feel like you need to lean on to help you with hyperpigmentation or to soften the appearance of wrinkles and things like that texturally on your skin, if you're trying to improve the texture, then you might be using products that unfortunately can dry out the skin. So using something to counterbalance that, besides having your humectant serums and your good moisturizers, may look like a leave-on type of mask or something that you do a couple of times a week as an extra additional measure in helping you rehydrate and retain that moisture. I'm absolutely loving this cellular hydration repair mask, and no, this is not an ad for Murad. I just really, really, really love this product. Not only am I using it on myself when I feel like I need it, but I also keep it here in the spa. And sometimes when I'm done doing a facial, if it is going to be at nighttime, if the person's going to be inside all day and I know they're not exposed to the sun, I will apply this mask and let that person just hang out with this moisturizing mask as the last step so that they can have some extra benefits if their skin is really parched, if it's in sort of a recovery period. So I'm really, really digging this mask, and I think that if you, again, are suffering from chronic dryness, incorporating something like this additionally into your routine can be really, really helpful. I'm just gonna open this up just to let you see what it looks like on the skin. So it's really creamy, almost like just a really extra creamy moisturizer, and it actually feels really silky soft on the skin. You leave it on overnight, it just does a fantastic job of sealing in that moisture so that when you wake up, your skin literally just feels some relief. It feels so much better. So trust me on this one. Now, what about that hyperpigmentation? So if you were like me, the chances are earlier on in your lifetime, at some point, you weren't protecting your skin the way you should, because you know, before, kind of like I feel like I was like on the line right there. My mom was of the generation where, you know, they put the oil on and went out into the sun to get a little suntan. But when I was younger, I was probably, you know, had a little bit of that mindset going on. Just give me the good tan. You know, I'm also guilty of going in those tanning beds thinking that, hey, maybe it was healthy. All those things that we used to think in the past. Well, it turns out not so healthy on the skin. And as your licensed esthetician with 25 years of beauty experience, I can tell you that sunscreen is actually your #1 anti-aging best friend, because it will keep that melanin often from rising up into the skin. It will help you prevent that skin damage. 90% of skin damage is caused, unfortunately, by the sun. Does that mean that we should not get our vitamin D? Of course not. But many doctors suggest that you really only need 15-20 minutes of sun exposure a day to get that vitamin D absorbed into your skin. So, you know, you can, I'm sure, unless you're covering your skin from head to toe, if you have other body parts exposed, or if you can just manage to go out in the sun a little bit while making sure that your skin is protected the majority of the time, I think that is a good, healthy balance. But talking about being in the sun a little bit too much, hyperpigmentation almost always follows. And guess what? Even if you're perfect and diligent at your routine, the chances are hormonal fluctuations are going to cause some hyperpigmentation. Oh, even pregnancy, right? We have the pregnancy mask, we have melasma. There's so many things that can trigger hyperpigmentation and the different types of hyperpigmentation, like post-inflammatory marks caused from trauma. Regardless, if you have this discoloration, if you have these dark spots, chances are you don't really want them there. You prefer a more even and brighter complexion. So what can you do about it at home if you can't go in to see your professional, like an esthetician or a dermatologist? Or maybe you just want to do something in between to really help maintain your results. I always say that about 50% of what you do or more at home is going to help you really have those sustainable results. So this was a product I talked about in one of my product review videos. Last time with my mom, we were sort of unboxing and revealing all of the new goodies. And now I've actually had a chance to try it, so I want to share some thoughts with you. This product here is called Lion Pose. And I have to say, it has the most awesome combination of acids in it, in my opinion. As a licensed esthetician, I believe this is the ideal combo that you need if you want to give yourself, or sort of mimic, I should say, for yourself, a peel at home. If you're not going in and seeing a professional, but you want something at home to give you those really powerful results, this, I believe, could be a really great substitute. Now, this one, I will say, if you have more sensitive skin, you're probably gonna feel a little tingling. I know that I did, but it was not long lasting. Also, take into consideration what else you are using simultaneously whenever you use a product like this. If you start out using this, but you've also been using other products with acids, retinol, things like that that can dry out the skin, your skin might become a little sensitized. You might feel this a little too much. So really honor where you're at and don't overdo it when it comes to exfoliation. Incorporating something like this into your routine can be a fantastic way to help lessen the appearance of those dark spots and even out your complexion for a brighter appearance. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And remember, the more you know, the more you glow. Ciao for now.